Right, hello and welcome. This Mistydolphin, bet more like a dragon, infinite wealth. So let's get back into it. You know, I was supposed to stream this yesterday, but I kind of fell asleep.
Hey, Sonny. Is this seat open?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. As you can see.
Something the matter? You look a little down.
Oh, don't mind me. It's nothing you need to be concerned about, Kiryu-san.
All right. I'll just wait until you feel like talking about the thing I shouldn't be concerned about. Don't mind me.
So that's how we're doing this? There's no winning with you, is there?
I see. So your officers, these great and wise uncles of yours, are acting suspiciously whenever you're not looking.
Yeah, basically. A lot of people in Komi Jewel, the younger members in particular, have been complaining to me, saying they don't know what to do. The elders put up a front when I'm around, but when something goes sideways, they take it out on their younger subordinates. It's unbelievable. If they have a problem with how I run things, then they should say it to my face.
It's hard, having to deal with subordinates who are older than you, or who may even have more experience. Seems like the Queen of Komi Jewel has some troubles of her own.
It's a minor issue, and a personal one at that. It's really nothing you should be concerned about.
Those officers are around my age, aren't they? I could lend you a hand if you need it.
Oh, no, please don't. I am not saying another word so I can at least preserve what's left of my people's dignity.
We're on the same team now, so there's no need to go. How are you gonna treat me as a guest?
Well, for as long as I'm the face of this town. But I'm happy you consider us allies. Oh, happy is an understatement. I am over the damn moon right now.
What was that? I didn't catch that last bit.
Oh, nothing. I was just saying that it's the thought that counts. Not only are you my guest, but, you're also sick. You should put your health first and foremost.
Went straight for the jugular there.
There once were 3 organizations that kept a close eye on this town. Komi Jewel, the Liumang, and the Seiryu clan. While it may have looked like a 3-way power struggle on the surface, it was actually intended to prevent outside forces from entering. Compared to the past, Ijincho seems a bit too relaxed nowadays. I suppose as a side effect of the ongoing peace. There's not much I can do about that, but my reputation would take a major hit if you're caught worrying.
Yeah, I hear you. Guess that means there's nothing more I can say.
Maybe the alcohol's getting to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to come off so persistent.
Don't worry about it.
Perhaps I'm in no position to say this, but... I prefer how Ijincho is now over how it was before. Even the Komi Jewel bunch has become quite social these days.
Yeah, I guess they have. I hear they actually started saying hi to people on the streets. With some of them, of course, not all.
Komi Jewel used to have this image of being a secret organization that was always out of sight.
Without any rivals around, like the Tojo clan or the Omi Alliance, they're probably enjoying the peace while it lasts.
I see.
Oh, thanks for that, barkeep. I prefer Ijincho the way it is now, too.
Actually, that reminds me. An old regular from Komi Jewel gave me this.
What is it?
A mask worn by members of our organization. It's modeled after the ones used in traditional Korean performances. We would hide behind a mask whenever we had to get our hands dirty.
Right. But the owner of this mask said it's been a long time since he's had to wear it. Eventually, he amicably cut ties with the organization, got married, settled down in this town. He left this mask at the bar, saying he was turning over a new leaf.
Looks like Komi Jewel's going through some changes.
Still, he shouldn't have given this mask away, much less to an outsider. Maybe I should tighten up operations.
Maybe you should loosen up a bit, Sunhee. The way you carry yourself sometimes makes you appear real intimidating.
Some would say that's one of my good points, though. Better to look tough, so your subordinates know who's in charge. Jungi-han thinks so too. But, what say you, Kiryu-san?
Well, your subordinates probably appreciate the fact that you're easy to read.
I see. You think so too. These drinks taste even better when I'm with you, Kiryu-san.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm supposed to be dead, so I never thought I'd be able to enjoy a drink like this again. That's why I'm savoring every glass. Because I have a friend to drink with.
A friend? You consider me your friend?
Of course. Unless that's a problem.
Oh, not at all. I'm honored.
Hey, Sunhee. Mind if I join you?
Of course I don't mind, but... How's your health, Kiryu-san?
Just fine. I am limiting my intake, believe it or not. Thanks for the concern, though. Is it really alright for you to spend so much time with us? Will your subordinates manage without you there?
I'm sure they'll be okay. There are hardly any issues that require my input. If they need me to get involved, then they know how to reach me. So there's no need to worry about me, Kiryu-san.
Your phone's ringing.
So it is. Just ignore it. I'm enjoying our time together right now.
But...
See? Now, if it's really important, they'll call again right away.
You gonna answer that?
Nothing could possibly be more important than enjoying a drink with you, Kiryu-san.
I appreciate the thought, but now I'm a bit on edge here.
Well, now that that's over, we can finally drink in peace.
Sunhee, don't you think you should call back?
Even if I don't respond right away, my subordinates will take action. They've been trained to do so on a regular basis.
If you're sure. I've got nothing to say to that.
I suppose I have to take this then. Excuse me, Kiryu-san.
Yeah, of course.
What? This had better be important. Yeah, got it. Bye.
Everything okay? What'd they want?
All good. Don't worry. It's not a big deal. Just ran into a little bit of trouble.
Your subordinates called you multiple times, but it turns out it's no big deal.
Yeah, apparently a fire broke out on Komijul turf.
What?
Look, don't get so worked up. It was just a minor fire. But I've been told it might have been deliberate. Some guys from the Liumang roaming the area, allegedly.
Liumang? But I thought they were under your command, same as Komijul.
Yeah, which is why I'm having them look into the matter. Again, no need to concern yourself with this. Well, that's enough of that.
Don't mind me. I know you want to go. You're worried, right? After all, the ones who started the fire were the Liumang. If you get involved, then you'll be dousing the flames, preventing them from becoming even bigger trouble.
Okay, you have a good point. I know. But still...
I'm done here. If I drink any more, then I won't hear the end of it from Nanba. Go show your face, even for just a second. Your subordinates need you there more than I do here.
Fine, fine. Once you've made up your mind, you can be as stubborn as a mule. Guess we'll call it here.
All right. And hey, we'll drink again sometime. As long as you're up for it, of course.
There's nothing I'd love more. Well, see you.
It's tough having to lead an entire organization. Daigo really had his work cut out for him.
Hey there, Kiryu-san. Are you here for a drink? You, sure that'll be okay?
No need to worry about me.
Oh, please. But, since you're already here, there just so happens to be a seat right next to me.
Great. I'll take you up on that. So, Saiko, you're a mama over at a cabaret club?
I'm not just a mama. I'm the owner of the whole joint. After the previous owner passed away, one thing led to another, and I ended up taking over. The younger girls are usually the ones serving the customers, but sometimes I lend them a hand too.
Guess I should be paying you for this conversation then.
Mm-hmm. Cough it up, mister. But I guess you did help us out before, Kiryu-san, so... let's just call it even. I won't be taking any money from you. Oh, whoops. I should be calling you Suzuki-san instead, right?
It'd make me happy if you could call me by my real name around our friends. There aren't any enemies here anyway.
Sounds good. That's easier for me too. Well, I can't speak for the rest of our motley crew, but I'll just call you Kiryu-san. You know, you give off this air of sophistication. You look like such a gentleman.
Same goes to you. You look like the very picture of elegance, sitting here, drinking alone.
Oh, yeah? Maybe working at the club has actually sucked the youth out of me.
I'm sure that it takes more than youth and vigor alone to become a successful business owner.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe that's why the men who come on to me are starting to change up their pickup lines.
Really now? How so?
Well, they don't stop at dating. And by that, I mean they start hinting at marriage. Or, you know, things like that.
Those are some intense customers.
They're not like that at all around the younger girls. But I seem to attract a lot of customers like that. The type of guy who's looking to get hitched. Guess that means I'm at the right age for that. People are starting to look at me that way now. At least that's the sort of vibe I get. Actually, get this. One of the guys hitting on me is pretty rich, and he has a lot going for him.
Sounds like you don't mind that at all.
I wouldn't say that. Honestly, I'm not looking to get married. I'm plenty satisfied with how my life is right now. On the other hand, there's my twin sister. I keep thinking she needs to tie the knot with her boyfriend and settle down already. I mean, she's at the perfect age to get married. If she doesn't hurry, she'll let the chance slip by.
Something's not adding up here. If she's your twin, wouldn't that make her the same age as you?
I know. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. I'm aware I've just been making excuses, trying to justify myself.
As long as you know, I won't comment.
By the way... Did Ichiban say anything about me when you guys were in Hawaii?
Let me think. But why do you ask? Are you worried about him?
Well, not exactly. I just haven't talked to him in a while. He did something that pissed me off.
And how long is a while?
Nah, just leave it. All that matters is that he's doing okay. Besides, this is Ichiban we're talking about. No matter where he goes, I can't imagine him being anything but his stubborn, cheerful self. Kiryu-san? What's up? Why'd you get all quiet?
You've got something to say to Kasuga. I'll hear you out. I don't mind playing the messenger.
Something I want to say to him? I can't really think of anything, though. But thank you for that.
It doesn't have to be right now. Offer's valid whenever you want. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Yeah, of course.
What can I say to that? You know, if I keep spending more time with you, Kasuga might get upset.
Oh, no. We're not like that at all. The two of us are just friends.
Sure. Well, let's drink again sometime when we get the chance. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. I'd love to, in fact. Just make sure your health doesn't get any worse, Kiryu-san.
You got it. I look forward to doing this again.
Yeah, same here. It's been fun.
Hey, Saiko. Mind if I join you for a drink?
Yeah, go ahead. I've been saving this seat just for you, Kiryu-san. Gotta keep an eye on the sickly, you know. Make sure he's not drinking too much.
That's so. I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
Actually, there's something I wanted to ask you. When you're hitting on a woman, are you the attentive type? The kind of man who takes care of all of her needs?
I'd say so, yeah. But not to the point where I'd embarrass myself.
Have you ever given someone a bouquet?
That's not my style. I've never done that myself, but I think it's actually pretty bold.
Okay, but if a guy gave you enough roses to nearly fill your room every single day, that'd be crazy, right? And crazy expensive to boot.
I don't mean to sound harsh or anything, but anyone could do that if they had the money. Sending her flowers every day doesn't necessarily mean you're making her happy.
Yeah, I get what you mean. You make a good point, even if the truth hurts.
So what's with the rose talk? Did some guy actually try to woo you with a bouquet or two?
You're pretty sharp, Kiryu-san. That is spot on.
He must be quite the character then. Alright, I'm listening. So what kind of guy is he?
He's the CEO of some consulting firm that just started up here in Ijincho. He's young, only like a year older than me. After his first visit to the club, he asked me on a date, and I figured it wouldn't hurt to say yes. And ever since then, he's been sending me a ton of roses every day. To my club and to my home. It doesn't really bother me, and I just feel bad if I told him off for it.
You shouldn't, though. Was this pretty recent?
Yeah, like, since last month?
The guy seems head over heels for you. Those flowers can't be cheap either.
And on top of that, he even slips in stuff like marriage and our future whenever we're having a conversation.
So this CEO guy is the same customer who was pressing you about getting hitched.
Yep. I mean, honestly, he was a great guy on our date, and he does seem to know how to treat a woman. He's attentive, and he never runs out of things to talk about. And he's funny, too. Some girls might even call him perfect.
Seems like you don't think too badly of Mr. CEO either.
Huh. Does it come off that way? Oh, yeah. That reminds me.
What's up?
I'm just fine over there. He's hanging around with that one girl, right? Chitose-chan?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So, what's she like?
Chitose is the daughter of the Fujinomiya family, so you could say that she's pretty unique.
That's what I've heard too. Being born into a family like that is already way impressive.
At first, I thought she was just a petty thief. Kasuga and I both got played by her.
Chitose-chan more or less stripped Ichiban of everything he owned and threw him out, right? Wasn't he being way too careless?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, he went all the way to Hawaii to meet his mom. He should have kept his head on straight.
But Kasuga wasn't seduced by her. He only got his drink spiked. On top of that, she told him she was Akane-san's housekeeper. I don't think he had much reason to suspect her. Yeah, he let his guard down, but I wouldn't blame him.
Uh-huh. So you're taking Ichiban's side, Kiryu-san? That man never changes. I'm not sure if it's because he's gullible or what.
It's hard to leave him alone, isn't it?
Incredibly. I know from personal experience.
He bears his heart to anyone, so I'm positive he doesn't look at Chitose in the way you think he does. Does that make you feel any better?
What? Look, if Ichiban's getting friendly with a cute girl over in Hawaii, I'm happy for him. Really.
Uh-huh, sure. I'll drop the subject then.
And what are you chuckling at? What's so funny, huh? That does it. I'm gonna drink all night long. I don't know if it's just your age talking or what, but that calm attitude of yours just pissed me off. Heck, how would you like it if I stripped you down today, Kiryu-san?
Careful. I'm a sick man, remember? Have mercy on me.
Hey, what are you smirking about?
Hey, Namba. Mind if I join you?
Be my guest. Nobody likes drinking alone. Oh, thing is, Kiryu-san, didn't we talk about this?
I'm sorry you have to look after me.
That's what it is. Once a nurse, you know. Besides, if it's any better, Ichiban made me promise to look after you too.
Understood. I can stay dry. Tonight, oolong tea only.
That sounds pretty good, actually. Bartender!
So what was it I heard about you all losing your jobs?
That's right, huh? Me, Ichiban, and Adachi-san, we all got the axe. Did you know I was homeless for a period of time? Once you hit a certain age, the job market dries up. Somehow I got this gig even with my employment gap. And then, poof, it was gone.
What kind of job was it?
Quality inspector, a warehouse for medical equipment.
Medicine drew you back in after all.
I don't know. Hard to consider that medicine. There were a couple of other stints, but it was all-day labor or temp work. The inspection job came with a 2-year contract, and my coworkers were decent folks. They actually treated me with a bit of respect for being an old guy.
You're someone people can rely on. I'm sure they recognize that. A former nurse with the life you've had? That contributes to your character.
Ugh, knock it off, Kiryu-san. I want a drinking buddy, not some daily affirmation.
Well, I can sympathize with how hard it is to find a job at our age. Losing it on top of everything else is a real shame.
The thing is, if you don't mind me saying, it wasn't just the young guys. There was this girl there.
Look at you. You're about to blush.
Nothing. You can't blame a man for that, right? She was a little bit careless. She'd make tiny errors here and there. Whenever I'd catch one for her, she'd say, "Namba-san, what would I do without you?"
Must have been a pleasant working environment.
Hey, I wasn't after anything, okay?
I understand. You don't seem like that type.
Sheesh. Listen to me, the point is, it might have been a simple job, but it was enough for me. I did good work and I had good colleagues. That's all a guy really needs, isn't it? Especially a homeless guy. For a fresh start, you couldn't ask for better. And then, they just pulled me aside and said my contract's up. Don't come back tomorrow.
Did they give you a reason?
Couldn't be asked to. If they don't extend your deal, that's the long and short of it.
That's hardly fair.
Yep. So, I went back home, and Ichiban was suddenly all over the internet. Guess I'd made no secret of the fact that I was friends with the hero of Yokohama. Higher-ups must have thought, gotta sweep me under the rug before this shitstorm hits.
Kasuga got targeted and you took a stray one.
Of course, I don't hold it against him or anything. Ichiban, Adachi-san, we were all set up. As far as I'm concerned, the three of us will always be in this together.
You're a remarkable fellow. Not everyone can be so forgiving. Kasuga chooses his friends well.
All this talk should tell you I'm nothing special. Just an old fool.
From one old fool to another, I think you're better than you realize. All this talk about you trying to get things back on track. I'm sorry you're saddled with me.
Come on. You know it's not like that. Ichiban only asked me to see you home from Hawaii. It's my decision to stick around and have your back. So no more worrying that you're a burden. I'm the one who's embarrassed here.
If you say so. I'm grateful.
So, how about we finish off with a toast? To knocking back tea.
I'll sip to that. Hey.
Hi there, Kiryu-san.
Mind a bit of company again?
Happily, but, you know...
No alcohol, right? Understood. Oolong here isn't bad. You looked lost in thought a moment ago.
Maybe. More crap with no easy fix.
No simple answers? Well, I'm all ears.
You sure? I mean, I don't want to weigh you down.
No need to hold back, it's just us. You can always confide in me.
Whoa. Okay, I appreciate that, but everything you say sounds so dramatic.
Maybe so. Well, I'm here if you'd like to chat.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Anyway, how's it going?
I guess... No, remembering's more like it. My last job, my colleagues there had a send-off for me.
Ah, that was that job inspecting medical equipment?
Hey, you remembered. Yeah, that's the one. A whole bunch of them got together, but the mood was dead. Everyone was afraid they'd be next.
Times are tough out there.
Yep. Oh, hey, remember that girl I mentioned? The clumsy one?
Of course. You seem to like talking about her.
Ah, jeez. I wanted to show you we took a picture together that day. There she is. That's her. Miyabi-chan, making the peace sign. You know, she cried when I left.
Sounds like a sweet girl.
At which point, she wiped the tears away and made sure to tell me we were strictly just friends.
Sweet, but not naive.
She started out as a secretary. I swear, she could get any man she wanted.
Must have been a good environment. Looks that way in the picture.
Yeah. They all said they had no idea why the company was letting me go. They didn't know Ichiban's little PR emergency had anything to do with someone like me. So I kept my mouth shut and stayed quiet. It was sad, but at least they paid for my drinks.
Okay, so why is it you're thinking back on that day now?
Truth is, I should be out looking for a new job. Can't bring myself to, though. Ichiban and Adachi-san, meanwhile, have had to sacrifice way more than I have in all this. When they've got it worse, it's embarrassing to feel so disheartened. That makes sense?
You lost something important. It's alright to be upset. A lot of people never even find one good job with a cute, clumsy girl.
Ugh, why did I tell you about her at all?
Only kidding. Still, it was nice to hear some energy out of you just now.
Damn it. You got me there. Anyway, Ichiban and you have really earned my gratitude.
Why do you say that?
Well, I was unemployed, with no prospects out there. I think I finally realized that the world goes on just the same, with or without me. And then, when I needed it, Ichiban came calling to me for help. Not only that, I even got to lend my assistance to you, Kiryu-san. Being useful, to me, it feels like salvation.
I get it. In that case, I won't be shy if I ever need anything from here on.
Good. I'm here for you.
Well, half hour in, and we've only done the drink links.
Hey, there you are.
Hey, waiting for you, Kiryu-san. Would you mind hanging out a while?
Something happened?
You remember that girl, Miyabi-chan, from my job? The clumsy one?
Sure, the one who cried at your farewell party. What about her?
Well, out of nowhere, I got a call from her not long ago. She wanted to tell me that the company finally explained to them why I was let go.
After all this time, huh? What'd they tell everyone?
Well, that's the thing. Apparently, they claimed it was due to past misconduct.
Meaning what, exactly?
They told them, back when I was a nurse, I stole and distributed drugs from the hospital.
Dealing drugs? No. I don't think you're the type to do that.
Huh? You really believe in me just like that, Kiryu-san?
I know you well enough.
Anyway. Fortunately, I made peace a while back with how that whole incident went down. And I disclosed it back when I first applied for the inspection job. So, they accepted it for 2 years, and suddenly decided to fire me for it. By their logic, that is.
That's pretty strange.
Yeah, it made sense at first, firing me after Ichiban became a liability. As far as they're concerned, a guy like me is not worth any risk to the company. So, why didn't they just tell everyone the truth?
It doesn't seem to make sense. I wonder, could it be there was another reason they let you go?
Huh? Another reason?
That Kasuga video might have been popular, but it's flimsy grounds to cost you your job. You were only an inspector. It's not like you represented them to clients.
Yeah, you're right. If you fired all the friends of anyone who's ever been roasted online, the world would run out of workers. Maybe there really was something else.
Is there anything that comes to mind?
No. But I certainly can't leave it at this now. And maybe it's pointless considering that job's all in the past.
Pointless to an observer, maybe. Your peace of mind is all that matters.
You're damn right. I won't find any peace leaving this behind.
So then, what's your plan?
I'll have to think about it. Thanks, though, Kiryu-san. You've got your own problems.
It's fine. We have to look out for each other.
That's a decent way of seeing the world. You won't mind if I ask your advice again? When Ichiban's away, I swear, I'm a total wreck.
The least I can do is lend you an ear.
That's all I need. It's always good to have someone who'll listen. Is anything wrong?
Whew, let's keep going.
Okay. Come on in.
Welcome.
Ah,
Welcome.
Bon
That's
appetit.
good.
Thanks for buying.
that was
That
great.
was certainly food.
Thanks. Welcome.
Bon
That's
Real
good.
meal.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
was certainly food.
Thanks. Welcome. Thanks.
it's so cold. out.
何見てんだよ。後悔するな。
Bring it on.
You're gonna be in a
What's the holdup?
It's my turn. Right.
Let's do it.
Check this out. Let's really shake things up.
Okay. Have fun with this.
Here we go.
It's over.
I'm not backing down.
Let's do it.
In for the kill. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Allow me.
Here we go. Of course we won.
We have a winner.
You picked the wrong opponent.
Learning more every day.
Moving up in the world.
Whew. We should relish this moment.
Been thinking about this from last time. Oh, it's so cold out. Let's get something warm to eat.
Oh, well, in that case, how about ramen?
Let's get soba.
And so we reach an impasse. Kiryu-san, how about you make the call?
Huh?
Ramen sound good?
Soba all the way, yeah?
Ramen, I guess, are on top. The butter melts into the broth like cream. It coats the noodles and the chashu. Perfect for cold winter nights.
Huh. Okay. Ramen it is.
Well, that was easy. Kiryu-san, ever think about being a food critic?
Why? I was just trying to explain my decision.
I wish I could describe things the way you can. Like, a modern revolution in noodles and soup.
You know, sometimes it's less about what's being said than who's saying it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Namba, let's just get some food.
That's nostalgic.
Oh yeah, I heard this from Chungi Han the other day. You use those windmills over in Komijul. You guys still into that?
Oh, you mean wind energy? Of course. We look into that just about every day. The new fans performance has been optimized.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
You got
Oh, the new...
Oh, and that means
That's right. We've got spin cycle and everything. The goal is to generate stable power, but it's hard to do so with renewable energy.
probably be a while before you can get the dryer running, huh?
Well, I could always strap you to a bicycle. I'm sure that'd do the trick.
I think I'll pass.
いらっしゃいませ。
Bon
That's
appetit.
good.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
was certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Bon
That's
appetit.
good.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
was certainly food.
ありがとうございます。いらっしゃいませ。
Bon
That's
appetit.
good.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
was certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
さあ行くぜ。
I'm ready.
It's my turn.
What?
All right, let's finish it. Together. We only need one shot.
Naturally. Bring it on! Follow my lead.
Okay. Yeah, give him hell.
Right!
Double the trouble. Double the flame.
You want some?
Right. Counting on you, Kiryu-san.
Bring it
Bring
on!
the noise.
Ready when you are.
Right,
everyone.
That's better.
All good.
I'm on a roll.
I'm not backing down.
No begging for mercy now.
Hope you're ready.
I won't hold back.
You're going to regret this.
Now we're
Follow my lead.
Want to play, do we?
Time to put you down!
Try and stop me.
Something wrong? You're weak.
You want some?
Try this on for size. You're gonna feel this one.
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
You're gonna be
Try to block this! Got you now!
Is this enough?
Do something. I feel so heavy.
Let's do it. This is the worst.
And that's the
That
end.
wasn't terrible.
Ah, that takes me back.
Might have gone too hard. Kiryu-san.
This brings back memories.
To most people, this is just another bridge over a dirty river. It's more than that to me, though.
Yeah? Well, I think anything can hold sentimental value, depending on what it means to you.
I've spent a lot of time just standing here, watching garbage float downriver. When I do that, it's like I'm seeing time go by. And it keeps going, no matter what. It's almost telling me, don't waste your time feeling down. I have to keep looking forward.
This too shall pass. It's a good lesson to learn, even from garbage, Nanba.
I'm being serious here, come on. I've been all the way to Hawaii now, but this spot still means the most to me. Ichiban and I met near here, too. So, I thought it was only right to share it with you as well.
Nanba. Let me return the favor someday. I'll take you somewhere special to me.
Somewhere special to Cosma Kiryu, huh? Now that I've got to see.
Don't get too excited. It may not be much more than a bridge over a dirty river.
Hell, now I'm even more curious. Looking forward to it. Oh, hey. Why don't we take a picture together? To remember today.
I doubt I'm likely to forget this, but... Alright, let's.
Thank you for that. You're a good friend, Kiryu-san.
You too, Nanba. I'm counting on you. Hey, Nanba. This seat taken?
Hey, it's all yours.
Fill me in. Any new developments?
Thanks for remembering. As it happens, that girl, Miyabi-chan, asked me out to drinks to talk.
I take it this wasn't exactly a date, though. Did you learn anything?
Hey, you're too quick, Kiryu-san. Don't cut me off at the knees. So it turns out, she called because the company's explanation for firing me jogged her memory.
Oh?
Originally, she was secretary to an executive there. Then the company transferred her to inspections, despite her having no training there. Explains a lot, actually. Why she seemed so mistake-prone, that is. Maybe she wasn't just clumsy like we thought.
You were the same. The company treated you both like objects.
Yep. What's more, now it gets interesting. Her transfer and my firing were done by the same person.
So there's a mastermind
Can't be a
at work.
coincidence.
That's an extravagant way of putting it, but yes. Turns out, he's the one she was secretary to. Take a look at this here. He's on the homepage of the company. He's such a big shot. Guy's also a serial sexual harasser. He was pressuring Miyabi-chan to become his mistress. But she wouldn't do it, and she reported his behavior to Human Resources.
That was courageous of her.
Yeah, she did everything right. Unsurprisingly, asshole gets a slap on the wrist. Company docks his pay for a few months. At which point, he starts getting spiteful.
How do you mean?
Soon, Miyabi-chan loses her secretary position and gets transferred to inspections. They tell her it's just routine human resources allocation. It's simply best for business. So she ended up in the same warehouse as me. All because this guy couldn't take rejection.
And if she complained about any of it, the company could claim it had sided with her already, right?
Yep. The harasser doesn't even quit after that. He'd stop by every so often just to peek at her. Until one day, when he caught her talking to me. Saw her smiling. He flips out, gets jealous over it. Next thing you know, I've been shit-canned. That's it. Not the video or my past misconduct. Like you said, Kiryu-san, there had to be another reason.
Some of these private companies are no better than Yakuza, I've found. What's the situation now, then? Have things gotten any worse since you were fired?
They have. Apparently he started stalking the Abi-chan now. Completely unabashedly.
So, no one's gonna stop him.
Pretty much the case.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
Kiryu-san, what do you think? I'm lost. I need some advice here.
This harasser needs some harassment himself. Show the boss who's boss.
The boss who's... Well, what do I do? Grope his ass?
That's not what I meant, no. I'm just saying this situation calls for reprisal, right?
Yeah, you're right. Question is, what am I capable of on my own? Okay then. Kiryu-san, thanks for this. You've helped me sort a few things out.
Really? If that's so, I'm happy for you.
You're damn fine company to drink with. I appreciate you hearing me out.
Say, why don't we toast with a real drink?
You almost had me there. Like eye drops from 2 stories up. That'd be from about here, right?
Come on, that's just a way of saying something's not gonna happen.
With no wind, I think it could be done.
Kiryu-san, seriously?
How high up is the 2nd floor? 3 meters or so?
Doesn't that sound doable?
You seem confident in your eye drop catching skills, Kiryu-san.
Put me to the test. Nanba, how's your eye drop accuracy?
Huh? We're doing this?
So, Kiryu-san just stands on the ground floor with his eyes open?
Damn it, Nanba, how'd you end up with the fun part? Psycho, we can beat them at this. Go downstairs and hold your eyelids apart.
Please, no.
No. Is this where?
The Seiryu set up shop? Yep. I'm sure it's hard to swallow, seeing your clan's former headquarters like this.
Guess it must have gone vacant after the Great Dissolution. Now here they are, the new owners.
Ijincho's just not big enough for them anymore. That's how fast the Seiryu clan's growing. It's like they're quietly taking over. Hearing about it's one thing, but seeing it in person's another.
Kiryu-san?
Unbelievable. The symbol of the Tojo clan, falling into the hands of outsiders. To think I'd live to see the day.
Let's go. Standing around won't get us any closer to the boys in charge.
Kiryu-san, maybe hang back for now. You get caught here, it's all over. The same for Sunny, I suppose. Guess it's up to me to sort this out. Hey, good day to you. My name's Nanba. I heard Sawashiro-san might be around.
Can I help you with something?
Oh, well, you see, Sawashiro-san and I go way back. He actually paid for my trip to Hawaii the other day, so I thought I'd swing by and say thanks.
Nobody told me he was taking any appointments. Now kindly get gone.
Oh, don't be like that. What's wrong with popping in and saying hello? Besides, there's something important we need to ask him.
Look, I can't let you through. And I already told you why.
Oh, come on. Well, then how about you set me up a meeting with Ebina-san? You know, your captain? Why, me and him were having a chat just the other day. All you gotta do is tell him Nanba's here.
What part of no don't you understand? You're trying to get yourself killed, pal?
I'm Narasaki, lieutenant of the Seiryu clan. Seems here there was a slight misunderstanding. Allow me to set things straight.
Finally, someone who can talk some sense.
I have instructions from Captain Ebina. You're all to be welcomed as our guests. He also said
I like
there's
this
no
guy
need
already.
to ask your name.
Really, Narasaki-san? You gonna take him in?
They say the newbies don't know jack shit, but I didn't think it was this bad. How could anyone not recognize you? I'd like to personally apologize for this dimwit.
I want to talk to Sawashiro. Where is he?
You'll see him soon enough. But first, please come in.
That's him.
Allow me the pleasure of welcoming you. It's truly an honor. I am Sawashiro of the Seiryu clan.
Didn't expect you to roll out the red carpet.
My apologies if we caught you off guard. However, we felt it was necessary. After all, with the Tojo clan and the Omi alliance now gone, it falls on us to become the banner for Yakuza all over the country. Such a task requires the utmost prestige. It's perhaps the only way to bring them all together.
Right. So line up the troops and have them stare down your guests. That's your idea of prestige.
You'll have to forgive us. Well, there's little use in standing around out here. Captain Ebina is waiting for you inside. If you follow Narasaki, he'll lead you straight to him.
I don't need a guide.
Is that right? So your mind's still intact, huh? Glad to hear at least that's still worth a damn.
I'm sorry, what? Do you know who you're talking to?
Hey, take it easy, Sachan.
We can keep this up if you really want to. But fair warning. If you're just testing your luck, pick another day. I don't have time for games.
You've got to be kidding me.
Ah,
Ah.
Ho ho.
No.
Excuse me.
Ho ho.
Right.
Excuse me.
It's you.
Okay.
Well now, maybe I should have led you here after all. I was starting to think you got lost.
Shut your mouth. If I needed you around, I'd have said so.
The Tojo clan's 4th chairman. I can only assume you don't care much for what we've done with the place. However, you should know this building was all but left to rot. We took it upon ourselves to restore it.
I take it you're Ebina?
I am. And I presume you're familiar with Sawashiro-san?
Yeah. Although, I've never seen him with the same pin twice. You're supposed to be behind bars. But I see that's not the case.
I'm flattered you've heard of me. It's quite an honor, Kiryu-san.
Go on. Take a seat.
Kiryu-san?
I can only hope you're willing to talk. But maybe you ought to find a different chair first.
What? Excuse you?
That chair belongs to the head of the Tojo clan, and no one else. Take my word for it. A lot of blood's been spilled over just a chance to sit where you are now. Maybe you don't mean any offense, but you're not even close to earning that spot. And I'll be damned if I play along.
Bastard! You better watch your fucking words!
It's all right, Narasaki.
I take back what I said.
Captain.
This was to be expected. In fact, I'd want nothing less from a man of his stature. Let's try this again. Please, make yourself comfortable.
Now then, shall we get started, Kiryu-san?
I see the Seiryu clan's grown quite big. With all the Yakuza left behind, it's no surprise. And your goal is to help them along?
Yes. As I'm sure you're aware, the civilian world is far from forgiving to our kind.
Okay, but
Can you
what
blame
about all
'em?
those people who were able to make it, yet you pulled them right back in? Sunhee here has plenty of data to back that up.
Perhaps that data's oversimplified. There's rarely, if ever, a smooth transition back to society. What a Yakuza needs more than anything is structure, stability, and the means to make a living. So for them to join our clan is a temporary measure on that road to rehabilitation.
Want to know what else I hear? That you're moving operations to Hawaii.
You have keen ears. Queen of the Komi Jewel indeed. At any rate, you could say we're blessed to have a business partner there.
Business partner?
Not sure if you would know, Kiryu-san. Our biggest source of income right now is storing waste that can't be disposed of. However, I can't take any credit for that idea. Someone else had thought it up, and they'd been doing it in Hawaii long before I met them. That would be Palekana, a local religious group.
What?
Polikana?
They're also the ones who helped Akane-san escape to Hawaii 40 years ago. I take it you've already heard of them.
You could say that.
If I can step back a moment. I needed Sawashiro's reputation in order to set the second great dissolution into motion. And while he was still behind bars, he confided in me one of his deepest regrets. That was, of course, about Akane-san. As such, the more I learned, the more interest I developed in the group that brought her to safety. And as I dug deeper, I learned about their waste management business. There's a special island Palekana owns where they run a facility quite similar to ours.
You must mean Nele Island. Is that where Polikana stores its garbage?
That's right. And when I reached out to them, they were extremely generous with their knowledge. They understood our objective as cleansing the sins of society, and even offered to take in former Yakuza on our behalf.
So you're saying all the fresh new faces in the Seiryu clan are getting sent to Nele Island?
Correct. Everything that's happening in our Yokohama warehouse is simply a precursor to that. Right now, our joint venture with Palekana is our top priority.
But I thought Nele Island was sacred to them. I hear only a select few of their followers are allowed to set foot there. Yet you plan to dump your Yakuza on their shores?
I see you've done your homework. But yes, we've already worked out the details together. Besides, all our men will be doing is transporting the cargo by sea and unloading it off the boat. As it were, they'd hardly be leaving footprints in the sand. A far cry from desecrating their holy land, wouldn't you say? Palekana understands this as well.
Never guessed religion and the underworld would ever go hand in hand. Aside from that, why'd you send Kasuga over to Hawaii?
I sent Ichi to Hawaii for one thing. To reunite with Akane-san, who said she wanted to meet him. So whatever becomes of it, it's got nothing to do with the Seiryu clan.
Sawashiro, are you aware of what's happening to Akane-san right now?
What do you mean?
She's being hunted down by gangsters, all on Polikana's orders. But their real target is the girl she has with her. And if they're caught, they won't make it out alive.
Impossible.
Is that true, what you just said?
I take it neither of you knew?
I can assure you we did our due diligence in researching them. After all, they're integral to the Second Great Dissolution.
So you're saying we're making this up?
I'm saying flinging words at each other would be pointless. Do you have any proof you can show us?
Well...
That said, this is coming from none other than Kiryu-san. We don't mean to make light of that. How about you give us some time? We'll look into Polycana once again.
What would you do if Polycana turns out just like what I told you?
I'd rather not make any speculations at the moment. As the Tojo clan 4th chairman, I'm sure you, of all people, understand the weight of a Yakuza's words.
I see. And if that's your stance, I think we're done here.
Thank you for the visit, and for the valuable information. Perhaps when things settle down, we can treat you to dinner.
Yeah. Let's hope that's possible.
Well, we sure showed their asses. Can't believe you got Sawashiro acting on his best behavior.
Seriously. And even though we were deep in Yakuza territory, I didn't feel scared one bit.
I don't know. Doesn't feel like we got much out of it.
No? But didn't we at least learn that the Seiryu clan's connected to Polycana?
Right. But we're still left to wonder whether Ebina really knows what Bryce is up to. Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I suppose.
By the way, you think up anything else for the bucket list? You didn't forget about it, did you?
No, I remember. And you know what? Maybe it's because I haven't been to HQ in a while. But I just thought of something important.
Oh, what is it?
Well, it might not be the fun activity you were thinking. But I want to pay my respects to some people who were close to me.
You know, I think that's terrific. Mind if we come along?
I'd be grateful if you did. Might get a little gloomy without some company.
I'm happy to hear you think of us that way. We'll do everything we can to support you, Kiryu-san.
I know you will. Thanks.
Then let's go. I trust you know the way?
Yeah, let's catch a taxi. Sorry to drag you all out here. Let's say we head back.
You're all done?
Yeah. I managed to clean up their gravestones and talk to them a bit about my life.
If I can ask, who were these people?
Well, they're my family. Of course, none of us are blood related, but it's never been about that. And it doesn't make them any less precious. Every time I come here, I get this strange feeling. I've always been the type to rush in and never think ahead. So I assumed if anyone was gonna die first, it'd be me. Yet here I am now, talking to them, even though they're long gone.
Kiryu-san.
I come to pay my respects for the first time in forever, and who do I see? Almost like Kazuma himself had a hand in it.
Date-san.
Long time no see. Gonna guess your buddies there are safe.
Oh, yeah.
An acquaintance of yours, Kiryu-san? Wait, doesn't this mean your cover's blown?
No. He's good. If anyone's aware of anything, it's him.
I take it you must be Detective Date?
And that would make you Sunhee, the so-called face of Ijincho. Never could stay away from trouble, could you?
I think we'll be heading back, Kiryu-san. You look like you got some catching up to do.
Appreciate that.
Hey, no worries. You fellas enjoy.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare off your new pals. But hey, what are the chances? I say we catch up on old times. That is, if you've got time.
Sure.
Been so long since the two of us have had a sip, I figured it ought to be here. And speaking of a sip, that one's all you get. Meanwhile, I'll be helping myself to the bar.
Greedy old drunk? You sure Mama won't mind?
Just so happens today's her day off.
Then I guess we'll leave it at that. Thanks.
You're getting thin. I admit that caught me off guard.
Really? You can tell that easy, huh?
Well, yeah. When it comes to studying you, I hold a Guinness World Record. So, is it that bad?
Yeah. And when the doctor found out I was running around like this, he nearly burst a vessel.
Let me guess. More nonsense from the Daidoji faction.
In Hawaii, there was a girl who reminded me of Haruka. Her name's Lonnie. She's just an innocent kid. Yet here she is, running for her life. All for some asshole's convenience. I can't help but want to save her.
Sounds like something you'd say. Always putting your neck out for others, aren't you?
Well, with the clock ticking, I'm supposed to be enjoying my final moments. At least according to Namba and them.
Sure. You've never been the type to look after yourself.
Well, there's been a lot on my mind, now that it's come to this. Looking back, I almost didn't make it. When Nishiki and Yumi died, I thought, if only I could go with them. But what stopped me in the end was actually something you told me.
I said something that important?
You know damn well you did. Don't you have someone precious to protect? I figured that must be what's pushing me still.
In that case, you can't clock out just yet. After all, you want to protect that kid, right?
Yeah.
Then now's the time you get back your gusto. Still free to stick around a while?
Come on. How long has it been? I'm sticking around whether you like it or not.
That's the spirit.
Welcome back, Kiryu-san. Hey, how much were you drinking?
Not much. Only had one glass.
So was everything okay with your friend?
Yeah. What's more, we agreed to meet up every now and again, like back in the day. Hope that's all right.
Of course it is. Just don't go overboard with the booze, okay?
Yeah, I know.
You sure about that? I don't want to find you passed out somewhere.
I see you're not gonna go easy on me. Fine. You have my word.
Well, that's that. We should head back to Kasuga's apartment for the day.
Should I open it? Nice.
One set the dog wants out. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. I tossed a little breakfast in the oven, so maybe it'll probably be a few minutes.
Hello?
Kiryu, Date here.
Date-san.
I'm in a Gene show at the moment. Come out with me. We should talk. Don't try making out like you're too busy.
Is this important?
That bucket list thing you were telling me about before. I've been mulling it over ever since. Got me thinking I have too much unfinished business myself.
If I can be of some help, I'll come.
There we go. See you soon.
Where should we meet?
Rose Blossom, the cabaret club. I'll tell the bar to expect you. Right, I'll be waiting.
Such-a. Do you do events for Christmas and Halloween at your place?
Of course. Those are some of our most lucrative nights. Even the staff likes them because they get to cosplay.
Wow, they get into it, huh? Yeah, I guess dressing up like Santa is always fun.
Back at Sunflower, I'd have to dress up as Santa for the younger kids. I guess that was kind of like cosplay.
Oh, I would have loved to see you in a... Are there
Oh,
any
please
photos?
tell me did that in
I
one of
remember
the
someone
previous
taking pictures, but
Yakuza games.
they're long gone by now.
Well, if he did, I would love to see that.
It's
so I
me.
can play through them.
I've got an operation for you. Locate and procure.
Sunhee, please don't be calling a Komi Jewel agent.
Not a scratch.
There he is. Took you long enough. Much obliged. We've got it from here. Going over to that table.
Very good, sir. Please enjoy yourselves.
Well, what are we doing here exactly?
I appreciate you coming down here, Kiryu. You won't regret it, I think.
I'll trust you on that. Whose table was that just now, by the way? Do you two know each other? You were drinking together.
I'd introduce you to the guy, but the Daidoji faction wouldn't be happy with me.
Hmm? What's that supposed to mean?
Kid's name is Taichi. The boy you raised at Morning Glory, that Taichi.
What?
Don't start gawking at him. He hasn't clocked you either, it would seem.
Hey, don't order another yet. I need a second. Any more and I'll pass out on my way home.
It's all right, handsome. I'll watch over you until the morning.
Oh, really? You'd do that?
It's not an offer I'd make to just anyone, Tai-chan. But I feel safe with you.
That's really great. Yokohama girls are the best.
To be fair, he's of legal drinking age. Back in Okinawa, he works as a fireman.
I can't believe it. That's Taichi. What's he doing here?
I heard he was visiting a friend in Tokyo, so I rang him up. Offered to take him around Yokohama. Not like I was ever that close to the boy. Couldn't think of any better place to go than here. Jinsho women sure can work wonders on men like him. Doubt he even noticed I left.
What's the meaning of all this, Date-san? He's supposed to think I'm dead. Why would you invite me somewhere he could spot me?
Because if he doesn't realize who he's looking at, there's no problem.
Hmm?
That's why you and I are keeping our distance. Much as I'd like it, I know you can't speak directly. I still thought seeing him like this would be better than never seeing him at all.
Date-san.
You've always been too stubborn to look backward. Tell me, how does it feel? Would dying have been easier without this memory? Don't your kids warrant a spot on your list?
I'd heard about him becoming a firefighter, you know. I still keep tabs on all of them, but I never planned on seeing them again. I couldn't even risk hoping to.
That's why we're here. This is my unfinished business. You've gone through life telling yourself you have no regrets. It's not true. You just refuse to acknowledge them. And if there's anyone still breathing in this world who could convince you of that, I suppose it's me.
Date-san.
I know. When the Daidoji helped you fabricate your death, I went along with it. And it cost you everything. Haruka and Haruto. A life cut off from the people you love. I replay those events over and over in my head, wondering if I could have changed the outcome.
It was my responsibility. My death was the only thing that could have ensured their safety. Date-san, you have nothing to blame yourself for.
Either way, that was a long time ago. Maybe now I could make a difference? Maybe?
Hold on. Who are they?
Oh, I'm not sure, actually.
Hey, why are all the girls hanging out here? Send some to our table.
Very sorry, sir. We'll address this at once.
You'd better. We're paying customers too, ain't we?
I apologize, everyone. I didn't know I'd be so popular in here.
That's because Tai-chan is the cutest. I won't drink with anyone else.
You mean it?
Piss off, you dumb fucking tourist. You really think you're hot shit?
Damn it. I might have tipped those girls too
Not
low.
helping, Taichi.
Wanted Taichi to have a good time, you know.
This is dangerous. Everyone's too drunk.
Hey, you're being very impolite, aren't you? Calm down and someone will join you soon.
Excuse me? I don't take lift from working girls.
Whoa, what the hell? You can't do that! Never hit a woman!
Hey, don't be a fool. As long as Taichi's there, you can't intervene.
All night's ruined now. I'm gonna discipline this chick.
No!
Huh?
That's enough. You make me sick.
The hell?
Tai-chan!
You're dead, punk!
You want to discipline her, huh? Learn some discipline yourself.
Huh. Well, I'll be. Who would have thought Taichi had it in him?
He's full of surprises.
Not so fucking fast! Hey, shit dick! Nobody likes a guy who hogs the tits!
Ah, Tai-chan, are you okay? Please get up, please!
Excuse me, that's quite enough. Leave it once or I'll call the police.
Shut your mouth! This is your fault, scumbag!
This ends right now, or I'll pay you back for Taichi 10 times over.
Uncle. Is it really you, Uncle Cos? Uncle.
Hands off of me! Everybody has a death wish tonight. Whole world's been shitting on me. Now, I'm gonna shit on all of you!
Bring it on!
It's my turn. Let's do it. You feel so
Here
good.
we go.
You're done!
You want some?
Get serious.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt. What an eyesore. There's a storm coming! No, the roof!
Pretty bold of
Did you really think you'd win?
Oh, All the damn luck. It wasn't supposed to go like this.
Will it be all right?
Oh, well... Sleeping like a baby. He's more drunk than he is hurt. Maybe we overdid it a little.
He's fine.
Sir?
He's gonna make a great firefighter. Boy's in good shape. Hell, he's a grown man.
Taichi's gonna wake up before too long. You should leave. We'll catch up. I'll stay behind and try to clean up this mess.
Thanks.
Uncle Kaz!
Hey, rise and shine, kid. What a night.
Oh, I'm real sorry. I remember there was a fight. Somebody came and defended me.
Somebody? You mean was Kiryu here?
Huh?
Joking. You were calling out for him, Taichi. Uncle Kaz, you said.
Really? Weird. Guess I was dreaming.
The good news is you held your own, protecting that girl of yours. Huh. Not every man is the sort who'd do that, you know. Even if they wanted to.
Actually, that's my trick when I need to be brave. I think about what Uncle Kiryu would do. When I remember the way he was, it's like I can shut down any fear inside me.
You don't say. That's a pretty clever technique. Should give it a try myself.
Yeah, sure. It always works for me.
This place good?
Kanagawa PD contact recommended it to me. Order one drink, sit as long as you like. From now on, consider this my Ijincho hideout.
So you mean...
Think I'll stay around town for a bit. You know, stay on top of that bucket list of yours. Taichi's little night out was only the start of it. I've got calls going out all over Yokohama.
Stop. You realize that if the Daidoji faction catches on, we'll both pay.
They haven't objected yet, have they? Not even Taichi knows you're still out there. Trust me, the fearsome Daidoji faction has nothing to worry about.
You're testing them.
Look, I realize I'm taking a risk here, but when it comes to your final days, I don't care. Nothing you say is going to stop me. If Daidoji has a problem, they know where I am. So then, Taichi stir anything in you? Do you regret what happened tonight? Because I saw your face just before you left. The way you looked at that proud young man. You have ties to this world. They don't disappear when you turn your back.
You're not wrong.
Dragons don't have the luxury of dying forgotten. Taichi remembers you. People remember you. Kazuma Kiryu never walked the easiest path, but the steps he took always bore fruit. You have the responsibility to reap the harvest you've sown. I've never been more certain. I'll call you again. Kasuga and all that is important, but take some time for yourself, too.
Date-san. Thank you. I don't have the words. I'll never forget what you're doing for me. Taichi and the others. I thought maybe I'd been able to let go. That even if I never saw them again, I'd be fine. But when I heard his voice with my own ears, when he was right there in front of me, who knew I'd be so happy? I certainly didn't.
That's more than you need to say. Now I've got quite some work to do.
Oh, hey, the Vintage Theater closed down.
I know. I was pretty fond of it. They really knew their stuff.
Yeah, I would go there too. That's too bad. Their 3-month-long Sharks on Screen extravaganza challenge was great.
Must have been some challenge.
You're telling me there's enough shark movies to last 3 months?
Sure are. I'd never joke about sharks.
Huh. Noted.
Must be hard to sift through all of them. Any recommendations?
A more recent one's got evil Martian sharks battling Earth sharks in New York. Classic setup, but really enjoyable nonetheless.
Define classic.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff out there now.
Yeah, maybe too much.
A new one just premiered where the sharks were actually in the water. The audience went nuts.
Define shark.
That's nostalgic. Hey. Not quite.
Kiryu-san!
Hope you're ready to die.
Think I'll enjoy this. It's my turn.
You gonna just stand there?
You're gonna get stomped.
You're weak.
Here.
Thanks.
What'd you say? Hope you're ready to die.
Bring it on.
It's over.
Here we go.
Time to put you down.
Pretty bold of you.
Doing better than learning more every day.
Right. Thanks.
てたっていう後輩とはうまくいってんのか？そりゃもうバッチリよ。羨ましい話だ。俺も行動しないとな。
Right, well, we're going to call it a stream here, but if you stop by, who did a video, if you did, feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have more regulars on you. Don't join me later tonight. I will be starting up a brand new playthrough. That's what it is. Well, you'll just have to wait and see. At least some surprises. I mean, I'll be live at around 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so look forward to that. This is Mistydolphin, signing off now. Thank you, good night.